What is up, guys? Welcome back. So today we are jumping into our next episode on the How to Paint series that we've been making for Monster Fight Club's Borderlands Mr. Torgue's Arena Badassery Kickstarter that we just got. Now, we've been knocking them out. Today, I am so excited because we are now painting Salvador. He's already dry brushed and ready to go. So what we're going to have to do is bring up some references to look at, which we found a perfect one to look at, and yeah, we'll be able to get our colors and stuff situated, and then we'll have him able to be put into our bunkers and badasses. So what we like to do is we like to go online and go to the Borderlands fandom to actually look up our character models to see, you know, which ones match better to best paint the model. We went to fandom today, and this literally is the model that we are painting. It's one for one the exact model. So you see him there holding the same guns and everything. That is dope. So we don't have to really go too far anywhere. Maybe get an idea of what the back looks like. I do have another Salvador model that came with Bunkers and Badasses that I did paint. I can kind of refer to that, but these are a lot more detailed. So I'm probably going to just try to find like a back picture of him or like a whole body. They might have one here, actually. I didn't look at the rest. Oh, I don't think there is. There is only one that it seems to be. Yeah. Yep. We do Salvador. And 2 guns, better than 1. Fuck. So, Salvador is one of the characters that I really like to play too. He's definitely a fun character to play. My main is Axton, but when I take the time to play and do some crazy shit or just want to change it up, I always get a Salvador, because Salvador is just goofy as hell and he has a lot of crazy shit you could do with him. What's up, guys? So we are now putting our first coat on. That will be the skin tone. So we're going to use a brown rose, and we're just going to hit the face, the arms, this hand. This hand has a glove, but there's an opening in the glove, so you want to hit that. So just make sure you hit the arms up, the face up, the back of the neck also, and this hand opening there. It's very light, but it's open. Also his fingertips. That will be also skin tone. With skin tone on there, we're going to start with our orange. So we are going to use a cadmium red, which is like a really cool orange. We're going to use that for his shirt. With the orange now set for his shirt, we're going to use a blue. Now his hair is like a darker blue. I think they're trying to portray black, but they use like a blue because black is kind of hard to like really highlight. So, or maybe his hair is just fucking blue. I don't fucking know. But we're gonna use a Russian blue for his hair because I feel like that will suit it more. For his pants, we're gonna use a Russian blue light. That way, it's not too dark, and you can kind of differentiate the pants and the hair. So we're gonna work on the pants right now. Okay, so now we're gonna follow this up. Maybe something you want to do first, but I'm following it up right now with a off-white. We're going to do the undershirt, so that's at the sleeves, and these have little holes in his shirt. Now there is a bigger hole up here. They don't put that on the model, but I'm just going to paint it in because that's what I kind of did with my last model. That one had no shreds because it was too small. So we're going to hit those up. You can always do this before doing the orange, but I don't know, you can always go back and you can hit the spots if you pour over with a orange. So it's completely fine. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Now we're going to follow that up with a brown. So he does have leather pieces, which would be his belts, buckles, his harness too, all around his back. These would be not brown. These 2 boxes are going to be like a silver gray. Yeah, like a silver gray with a tad bit of like a darker gray in there too. Kind of different parts of it are different colors, but it's not brown. So we're going to hit the browns up. I do want to mention that this gun has a lighter brown in it, and this one is a darker brown. So we're going to hit this gun up, maybe with, you know what, that's more like a dark rust brown. We are going to hit everything else with a leather brown, but we're going to do leather brown on that, dark rust brown on this, and then this is a very, very light brown, almost like fleshy brown. I think what I might do here is I might use a vampiric flesh for that, because it kind of looks, my vampiric flesh isn't as pale as you would think, so it looks kind of like that. Maybe I'll darken that up with a little bit of brown to see what we have, and that's what I'll use for the pieces for that gun. So we'll get the brown set, and then we will dig into other details that we have to do. Also his boots are also going to be brown. Alright, so now with that on, we're going to use our mix of Tenebrae Gray and Basalt Gray, and we're going to do the belt loops. I did start that a little bit. We're also going to do his glove here, and then with the grays, we're going to just use different grays. So we're going to use a Basalt Gray for pieces of the gun, a lighter gray, which would be, I'd say like a warm gray for like this barrel area right there. And then we are going to hit a silver gray for the boxes and stuff that he has on him. And then we can move on to final touches. Like this is going to get gray too. Like these are going to be gray. Final touches would be red. He has shotgun shells on him. We're going to do that. And then we have like a little spot where it's like tan right here where the bottle's being held down. And we're going to do yellow, because yellow is like literally like right here on the barrel. So we're going to do that. There's yellow and white there. So we're going to move on to them little final touches before we can start with our glazes. Alright, so we used a Cloudburst Blue just for his hair. Now we can do our glazes. So we're going to put a Gravelord Gray on everything but the skin. The leathers, we're going to use a leather brown speed paint to glaze with. And then we are going to, while that dry, put a base of Rhinox hide around him. And then we should be ready to highlight. Alright, this is coming together now. So we are going to now hit it with its respective highlights. So we're going to go back over with the orange, make sure we highlight the folds and the muscles and stuff like that with the lighter orange, or the same orange actually, because we already dyed it down with the Gravelord Gray. We are going to hit some of the jeans up because we want to make sure we get the folds and everything highlighted. We also want to do a little touch of red in there with a brighter red, just a little bit, and then just all the respective highlights. Then we're going to add a blue to these. These boxes have blue in there, so we got to add this as well. And here we have Salvador painted and ready for the tabletop. This one wasn't too hard. You just gotta figure out where you want to highlight your stuff at, because he has a lot of wrinkles and folds because he is one beefy boy. I also had a lot of fun because he also had 2 guns and just a bunch of equipment all around. If today's video helped you out in any sort of way with painting your Salvador for either Bunkers and Badasses or Monster Fight Club's Borderlands game, which it technically came from, be sure to leave this video a huge like. Also, if this helped you out, or like if you know anybody that needs help with painting these miniatures, please share these videos with whoever needs that push. I know a lot of people in this hobby, they want to paint, but then they don't paint because they're scared to paint or they don't think they're good enough. The thing is all you have to do is pick up the paintbrush and just start. Once you start, you'll learn things. You're constantly learning things, and you will be able to get good painted miniatures in due time. It just, practice makes perfect. That's all that it really is. Also, if this is your first time on the channel, or if you've been watching my channel and didn't realize that you haven't been subscribed, it would really help if you would hit that subscribe button as well. As always, thank you all for checking out this video. I'm trying to pump out as many of these paint videos as possible, and I'm really thinking about continuing this past this box. I have some 3D prints that are coming. Like, I did not get a Moxie with my box. I got the box of Badasses and Skags at the gate, but I didn't get Moxie. I did, though, get a 3D printed version of Moxie. So we do have a Moxie. So this is going to be a part of this series. Even though she's not the Moxie that it comes with, this is the Moxie that I'm using for my game. So I am very excited to actually get more 3D prints in that may not have come with this. I have a list of prints that are coming that are like Tyrene, Troy, Ellie's big ass, all sorts of cool things that I want to add into my Bunkers and Badasses. So since we didn't get it with them, there's STL files out there. So if you have a 3D printer and you play this game, the thing's endless for you. You can always print these models out. Not these in particular, but models that you can use in Bunkers and Badasses. This was a really cool game to get a big bulk of these miniatures. Like I have a shit ton of like bandits right now, like Psycho Bandits, some Tinks, like the Psycho Midgets, badass characters, Skags. Like it's really good to have these models for my Bunkers and Badasses. So yeah, I'm gonna just head out now, but hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna figure out who I'm gonna paint. I'm probably gonna paint Brick. I want to leave my favorite characters as last. I probably should have did Brick before Salvador. I love Salvador. Salvador is amazing. He's an awesome character, an awesome playable character at that. But yeah, so as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.